Hello everyone and welcome back to another custom diecast review. Today we have a diecast that has been actually already made by Lionel. This was Bubba Wallace's second place finish in the 2018 Daytona 500. So you may ask yourself, well, if it was already made, then why'd you make it? Because normally, if a diecast is being made, so the only time I make customs that are being made, the only time I make them if they're being made is if it's very, very, very early when that diecast is being made. So, for example, say a Kyle Larson paint scheme is going to release in 5 months. That's, 5 months is a pretty, good ways away. So, I would probably make that paint scheme if I wanted to as a custom. But say if it was 5 weeks, 5 days, a month even, a month and a half, I would not make it that close to it being actually produced. There is one exception though, being Bubba Wallace's DoorDash, because I've already got it printed off, and I don't want to waste a decal sheet, so I'm going to make it anyway. But normally I wouldn't do that. But the reason I made this paint scheme, or not the paint scheme, but I made the race version was because I never got this race version diecast ever. I always planned to get it, but I never got it. So I had this paint scheme, which is the same one he used for that 2018 500, and I'm like, okay, I have plenty of Camaro donors for the ZL1s, of course, 2018 through 2019. So I'm like, it's not really worth it to waste a perfectly good custom idea. Again, it's perfectly fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. There was no chips or anything as far as I know of. And it was a diecast that I wanted. Of course, the race version I'm talking about here. I wanted that diecast, but I can never get it. Now I've looked on eBay, Plan B Sales, or Circle B Diecast, whatever. K-State Diecast, looking for restocks. Just, for the heck of it, if they ever restocked it, I would try to go wherever I could to try to get the diecast. But I can never have enough luck in order to get this specific one. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just make it myself. So that is exactly what I did. So just like the Myatt Snyder Homestead win, this diecast on the right side has painted damage. Not like race wear or like tire marks. I mean like actual scrapes and like mixtures of colors and stuff like that. But we will get to that side in just a few seconds. Now, another question you may be asking, well, if I was to ever actually get the produced diecast, would I sell this one? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know for sure. Because here's the thing. On my custom, I have wheel detail. So I don't have so on the Lionel one, these wheels were not painted. They weren't damaged. They weren't rubbed up or anything. I didn't have the window net down. I didn't have the interior detail because it was just a Lionel diecast. They don't do the whole interior details and stuff like that. But obviously, however, I do. So if I was to ever get the 2018 race version from Lionel, I could have it as a side-by-side comparison to what my work is versus what the actual company produces. So there's kind of my reasoning for that. But this diecast is very dirtied up, very raced up, and we are going to take a look at that here in just a second. So let's go ahead and get this underway. On the hood, we got the click and close. I don't really miss the sponsor, but I mean, it wasn't really like a big deal that it kind of disappeared, but the paint schemes weren't really that bad, at least for 2018. So I got click and close right there. Mortgages right there, I believe. And of course, you got the house with a little click button on it, the mouse for, click and close. Then we got the dashboard detail right there, the Monster Energy banner. Not the best banner. This is one of the older banners, so that's why one is a light black, and then the other one, well, this one's more like a gray, and this one's a black because I used 2 different printers, because this was a pre-print. I printed this forever ago, and then I just printed this recently, so that's why they're two different colors. Got the 43 right there with some race wear on top. We got some black roof rails, and of course we got clickandclose.com. Wallace right there. It's not the clearest banner in the world, but it's there. I don't remember how it's pronounced. Eckrich, I think, since 1990, or not 1994, 1894, I can't read, but there's that on the back there on the deck lid. Then we got the spoiler, the very small spoiler, throwback to Lowe's, when they had them super small and the taillights were different. They changed the taillights in mid-2019 for whatever reason, so these are a very old, this is a very old mold, because you got, the old taillights and the old spoiler as well. And there's a big old hair on my hand for whatever reason. I have no clue where that came from. That's not mine. I don't know whose that is, but that's not mine. Alright. Oh, dropped my thing. So, right here on the back, we got the click and close. Got a little bit of race wear, not a lot. Got some on the rookie stripes down here. Of course, this is Bubba Wallace's first year full-time. He did fill in for Eric Almirola in 2017, but it didn't count as a full-time season, so he was still a rookie. Got Alsco right there. 43 Camaro. Got the tail lights, of course, the Chevy bow tie, the camera, and again, the ZL1 with the rookie stripes back here. Here's the good side. Here's the juicy side. Now, this side isn't the best thing I've ever done in the world, but, I mean, it's pretty raced up nonetheless. So we got the click and close right there with the race wear and all that stuff. STP, US Air Force, then we got the race used tire right there. Got some more damage down the side. We got a wall scrape, and of course you got some more rubbed up gray and black mixture there with a completely blacked out tire. I was supposed to have a flat spot on it, but I forgot to do that, so I might do that later on. But I got a mix of brown and black there for all the race damage. Now, over here on the C post, we got safety clean. Of course, we got Bubba Wallace, and on the B post, which looks a little high, looks like got American flag, Coca-Cola, Mac Tools, and is that Wyndham? That might be Wyndham. But yeah, you can take a look at all that damage right there. Of course, you got some rubber buildup on the 43, and of course, coming off the tire here with the wall scrape and all that as well. NASCAR race car, which is climbing up the A post for whatever reason, so there's that. The Goodyear logo is barely visible, and I mean just barely visible underneath all that damage. And of course, you got the wheel blacked out there. Then over here, we got, I think it's Moog, Mel, Comp, Edelbrock, and Sunoco. Got the 43 right there with some more race damage. Moving on to the front, we got the front end. Not a lot of rubber buildup or anything. I probably should add a little bit more. I got some more over here. Got some a whole bunch of rubber buildup right there, actually. So on this side, we got the tire wear, of course. Got some more rubber wear spreading all across the diecast, and got some more rubbed up race damage right there. Got a few marks on the 43. Got the window net that is down. Got the, let's see, roll cage, dashboard, steering wheel, gear shifter, and the other side of the roll cage. So both sides of the roll cage and steering wheel, all that good stuff in there is detailed. Moving down the diecast, we got some more race wear. Imagine that, right? US Air Force got a little bit on it. Then the STP got some fuelage spilling from the American ethanol. And then right here is probably my favorite part. This was a race-used tire. It kind of rubbed off the Goodyear letters, but it wasn't really like completely rubbing it off. Like, it didn't rub it off completely, but it kind of smeared the Goodyear like letters, so that was pretty cool. And I was able to recreate that on 164, which is actually pretty fun to do. This is probably one of my favorite, like, not race to wins, kind of the weird one-off, like, second place finishes or just race versions in general. This one's really dirtied up and really damaged, and it was really fun to do. So, of course, you know, we're not done, but wait, there's more. We got some detail underneath the diecast, as we always do. So we got the fuel tank, which is red. Of course, you got the axles and stuff black. Got a little red thing right there. Got the transmission and the drive shaft silver. Then, of course, we got the black exhaust and whatever these are up here. I don't know if there's something to do with the brakes, or I don't know what they are, but we do have detail underneath. But that is the full detail for your 2018 second place finisher for the Daytona 500. Now again, Lionel's already put out this diecast, but I still want to see if I can score that diecast either soon or sometime later down the road. It doesn't matter. I'm not really looking for it, but if I can pick it up, I'll definitely take that into accountability and just go like, you know, click, buy, purchase, and then boom. But I'm not going to pay a ridiculous, you know, amount. I'm not going to pay like a, not a scalper amount, because I mean, this is too old to be a scalper. I'm not going to pay like $30, $40, you know, $25. I'm not going to pay that much for a diecast that I'm not really seeking after, and I kind of made my own anyway, and I do like my work a little bit better, just simply because, you know, there's more detail. I do the tire wear, the window net, the interior, stuff like that. But I do want to know how I did in the comments below. So if you've made it this far, let me know in the comments below how I did on this, because I really liked this, like doing this custom. It was really fun. So let me know how you thought about it, especially compared to the actual release from Lionel. Honestly, I don't think too bad, but I guess that is for you guys to decide down in the comments. So, with that being said, that'll be all for this diecast review, this custom diecast review, actually. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.